pray for Indian corporates should have products to dominate globally and Government of India avoid mollycoddling of them to prevent monopolization in India. Reference for this article taken out from 12th July 2025 Times of India. This article written by ex-RBI Governor Sri Raghuram Rajan. I thanks to him and Times of India newspaper. India is on the path to overtake Japan and Germany to become the third largest economy in the world in the next year or two. Greater size means greater global heft. However, there is one aspect in which we clearly underperform not just these economies but much smaller ones. India does not have one company that is known across the world for its products. No Nintendo, Sony or Toyota, no Mercedes, Porsche or Saab. Why do so few of the products our national champions create dominate internationally? Our large domestic market, for example in passenger cars, gives us a base on which to innovate. High tariff keep imports out, yet Indian car exports are modest, focused on niche market in Latin America, West Asia and Africa, where the durability and affordability of Indian models are priced. Not one car model has been sold in large quantities in the developed world. In contrast, China produces some of the leading passenger electric vehicles, dominating every aspect of the supply chain, including autonomous driving system and fast charging long range battery packs. A similar story plays out in services. Our country has plenty of what are known as service brands. TCS, Wipro and Infosys are outstanding examples of our service brands. They run up to Y2K, gave our software industry scale. Yet where is the Indian TikTok, DeepSeek, ChatGPT or even Fortnite? Yes, we have domestic version of some of these, but they have no global footprints because they are largely imitative products. In India, our corporate companies enjoy riskless capitalism and benefit from it only domestically, but their foreign markets are unattractive. Our corporates are giants domestically but minnows internationally. Because of protectionism of Indian corporates by Government of India, as the domestic market grows larger, the problem gets worse since our large players can make yet more money from their inward focus. Also, why innovate when steady imitation is enough to keep domestic consumers satisfied? And why produce for foreign markets unless government offers substantial subsidies PLI anyone? Our pharmaceutical firms have focused on generic drugs but not on developing original formulation. Similarly, our software giants have few recognizable global products, let alone leading the thrust into AI. The reason is we do too little frontier research at our top universities and the avenues to commercializing that research are weak. Rather than mollycoddling our large firms in every way possible, we must subject them to more domestic competition by reducing import tariff, encouraging more FDI and limiting the monopolization of key sectors by domestic business houses. Rather than seeing the ongoing negotiation with US on tariffs and other competitive barriers as a problem, let us see it as an opportunity to force domestic business to up their game. South Korea too had a culture of cronyism and the chaperone, but they were expected to capture foreign markets. Competition will encourage corporations to seek out domestic research that helps them build state-of-the-art products. Government also needs to aid innovation by increasing funding to our best universities, reducing bureaucratic hurdles to accessing and using funding, even while demanding more high quality research from its faculty. What if you don't become an innovative nation? National wealth is increasingly composed of royalties and rents associated with intellectual property. If we are to grow rich as a nation before we grow old, we must increase GDP growth by innovating more. Ultimately, we cannot be content with becoming the third largest economy in the world. It requires a big heart to go out and compete in the world, like learning to swim by being thrown into the deep end of the pool. We must become one of the most innovative countries by increasing competition and enlisting the capabilities of our large population. As a collateral benefit, our firms will become household names globally. Amen. Jai Hind. Bible talks about our corporate companies to become global brands. And of Naphtali, Indian corporates, he said, O Naphtali, satisfied with favor, that is Indian market, and full of blessing of the Lord, that is government of India, possess the west, that is developed markets, and the south European markets. From Deuteronomy chapter 33 verse 23. Amen.